Hello and welcome to Energy 2020. Now, I'm with Steve Harris. You're the CEO of Enova. They're a community-owned retailer of electricity, is that correct?
That's correct.
All right, so in Australia, people, the electricity industry in relation to your electricity bill is made up of your generators, the electricity generators, which are using either coal, gas or renewables. There's companies that own poles and wires that distribute the electricity to your home. And then there's the retailers that manage the purchases of that wholesale electricity and look after the retail customers.
That's correct.
Now, why did you, with a group of other go-getters in the Byron Shire here, set up Enova as a locally owned, community-owned renewable energy electricity retailer?
Yes, the background as to why we became a retailer was that the local community were really looking to want to develop their own renewable generation projects, but they're not large-scale projects, they're fairly small-scale projects, but a lot of them. The problem was that when they went to find someone to buy that energy from those farms,
such as Origin,
AGL, those sorts of people, they just didn't want to treat with them because they were too small, it was too hard for them. So they decided, we decided that if the large retailers weren't going to support us, then we needed to build our own renewable business, retailer to support and to buy that energy from the local community.
So it's about purchasing the power from the small scale renewable energy projects that potentially are community owned or hopefully are community owned. And because Enova is community owned, it means that the profits are put back into the community?
That's right. All the of the profits that we make, we have investors. 50% of any profits goes back to the investors. Most of those investors actually live within the Shire.
Yes.
The other 50% of the profit is reinvested back into energy projects, whether it be a generation project, whether it's energy efficiency, whether it's energy education. It's helping the community become more energy literate than what they are at the moment. So not only is it the profits go back into the region, but it's also the operating expenses. We're a local company, we employ local people, so we keep the profits and the operating costs back into the local community.
That includes having a call centre here in the Byron Shire?
We have our own call centre, we do our own web development here, all our IT is done here, our telecommunications, we use a local telecommunications.
So instead of the money going outside the Shire or overseas, it's all stayed here? All stays here?
That's the significant difference between us and the other large retailers, is that we keep the money in the region. We estimate that if all customers within the region were to buy their energy from Enova, that would be about $80 million a year that would stay within the local community.
Yeah. Well, people, I think this is one of the solutions to getting more renewable energy, particularly on the small scale projects up and running in Australia, and particularly at the community level, is to have potentially community retailers like Enova. So what if there's another community in Western Australia that wants to do a similar project to this? How can they go about it, Steve?
All they have to do is contact us. We're more than willing, once we've got going, right at the moment, we've just started our business, but we want to share this model with other communities. Now, there's many different models that other communities will want to take up. We don't have, it's not one size fits all.
Yeah.
We will just work with that local community to understand what they're trying to achieve and point them in the right direction. Now, that might be using our back office, it might be us helping them get a retail licence. It really just depends on what their capacity is and what they want to achieve, but we're here to provide that advice. We see this as not an issue just for the local community here in Byron Bay or the Northern Rivers region. This is an Australia-wide issue that all Australians have the opportunity of getting involved in, and we want to share that model to make sure as many people around Australia can do what we've done.
So there's help out there, people. There's help out there for any project you want to get up and running. So thank you very much, Steve. But before we go, I'm just going to throw to the mad scientist for his little clip.
Science.
Nature. Ants. One ant alone, she will die. But if she build a community, she have a job, she got a food for energy. She build a safe house. She protect herself from her enemy. Out! She... Get the poison! Get the poison! Get the poison! The poison! The poison!
And thank you very much, Steve, for being part of Energy 2020. It's been so fun speaking to you.